Hello, I'm just going to do a quick video because I found a way to rubber mount your case fans using 5mm rubber grommet. You can see what I've done there. The grommet, the screw goes through the grommet sits in the slot. You can see where it will slide on. And then the screw goes through, and then no part of the case fan is in contact with the case itself. It's isolated with these rubber grommets. I've not done it to I've done it to the top fan. See, all four of those are rubber grommeted. I've just got to do it to the bottom fan. It's quite easy. Just do two at a time, the bottom two or the top two, it doesn't really matter, but just take out a screw. I'll put the grommet in the slot and then just line up the holes and just do one fan at a time. There you go, back in focus. So I'll just do that quickly. So you're going to have to loosen off, you're going to completely undo, say, the bottom two and then loosen off the top two, so there's lots of movement going on without it actually falling out. Get a grommet. Let's just push this up a bit. There we go. The grommet is going to go, you can see what I'm doing hopefully. I'm pushing it in so that it's in the groove. There you go, like that. That kind of thing. It'll still slide up and down, but it's a bit stiffer now. Then what we'll do is just get the screw, put it in. You will have to screw it into the rubber because it's almost a perfect fit, so it will have to thread through there slightly. I'll just do the other one while I'm here. Same again. Get the edges into this groove on the grommet. Yeah, it's quite fiddly doing it one-handed. Yeah, that's it. No, it's on because it will slide up and down. So let's screw the bottom two fans screws in. Here's one of the top ones. No, that's the wrong slot. This long slot here. There we go. That's definitely in. It'll slide up and down. And then the last grommet over here. That's basically it. Slightly misshapen, but it's okay. Right, let's line these holes up. Put the screws in. One screw, two screws. That's a bit tight. I'll have to come back to that one. There you go. If it's being a bit fiddly, you can get the screwdriver before you put the screw in and just kind of round the hole a bit. Sometimes it doesn't form a perfect nice round hole. You just get the screwdriver and push it through it. And then you could probably even line up the hole in the case fan like that. Is that it? Yes. There you go. Let's get that screw in there. Probably start it off by hand. And here's a nice shot of me doing up the screw in case you weren't sure what that looked like. I think I can, the height seems about right. You see, I've got this big fat graphics card here, so there's no point in blowing air straight at the side of that. So I've got one blowing across, straight across the top of it, and the other one blowing straight across the bottom of it. Anyway, I hope that makes a difference. Let's just tighten them all up. I'm not sure it'll actually make the fans themselves operate more quietly, but because they're now held in rubber grommets, they're set back by a couple of millimetres, and they were a couple of millimetres further into the case, so there's not so much chance of the fan blades catching on this, because they were getting ridiculously close. I mean, even there, that's very, very close, and I've moved it back by a couple of millimetres. But anyway, see here, this used to be flush, that used to be up against the case fan, or the case fan used to be up against the inside of that, but now it's set back just a couple of millimetres, which I hope means there's no danger of these fan blades ever coming into contact with the case itself, which was a problem. The faster they went, the noisier they were, because the centrifuge seemed to push the fan out a little bit and into contact with this, but I don't think that can happen now. Anyway, let's start it up and see what it sounds like. Very nice. Before, what was happening was, when I was tightening these screws up all the way as firmly as they should be, the fan blades were touching these, and I had to loosen them off to stop the noise. But I found even doing that wasn't quite enough. When the fans were going full blast, somehow they were moving forward slightly and still coming into contact. So I'm hoping this will stop that from ever happening, and also potentially make the fans themselves slightly quieter, because they're now rubber mounted. I'm not sure. Anyway, hope that was helpful. Goodbye.